Check, check, check one, check two, check, check.
Hey everyone, Howie Mandel here, ready to introduce you to the exciting world of dominoes. This game has been a favorite pastime for generations, bringing people together for fun and friendly competition. Dominoes is a classic game that's both fun and engaging. It's a game that transcends age and culture, making it a universal favorite. It's easy to learn, but offers surprising depth for those willing to master its strategies. From simple matches to complex chains, there's always something new to discover. Whether you're a complete beginner or just looking to brush up on the rules, this guide will have you playing like a pro in no time. We'll cover everything from the basics to advanced strategies. Get ready to experience the thrill of matching tiles, strategizing your moves, and outwitting your opponents. Each game is a new adventure, filled with excitement and challenge. Dominoes is a game for everyone, and with a little practice, you'll be amazed at how quickly you can pick it up. It's perfect for family gatherings, parties, or just a casual game night. So gather your friends and family, grab a set of dominoes, and let's get started. There's no better way to bond and create lasting memories. I remember the first time I played dominoes. I was immediately hooked. The simplicity of the game combined with the endless possibilities kept me coming back for more. The clatter of the tiles, the anticipation of drawing the perfect match, and the satisfaction of a well-executed move. It's a truly captivating experience. Every game is a new story waiting to unfold. And the best part is, Dominoes is a game that can be enjoyed by people of all ages and skill levels. It's a timeless classic that brings joy to everyone. So what are you waiting for? Let's dive in and discover the magic of dominoes together. Whether you're playing with friends, family, or new acquaintances, Dominoes is sure to bring smiles and laughter. Dominoes has a rich and fascinating history, dating back centuries. The earliest known form of dominoes originated in China around the 12th century. These early dominoes were likely made from bone, ivory, or wood, and were used for both games and divination. From China, dominoes spread westward, eventually reaching Europe in the 18th century. The game quickly gained popularity in Europe, particularly in France and Italy. Different variations of dominoes emerged, each with its own unique rules and gameplay. Today, dominoes is enjoyed by millions of people worldwide, with countless variations and tournaments held annually. The enduring popularity of dominoes is a testament to its simple yet engaging gameplay. It's a game that transcends cultural boundaries and brings people together. So next time you pick up a domino, take a moment to appreciate its long and storied history. Before you can start playing dominoes, you need to know how to set up the game. Setting up the game properly ensures that everyone has a fair chance and that the game runs smoothly. The first step is to shuffle the dominoes. This is a crucial part of the setup as it ensures that the tiles are mixed well. This is done by placing all the tiles face down on the table and mixing them thoroughly. Make sure to mix them well to avoid any predictable patterns. Shuffling ensures that the dominoes are randomly distributed, making for a fair and exciting game. A good shuffle can make the difference between a predictable game and one full of surprises. Once the dominoes are shuffled, each player draws a predetermined number of tiles. This number can vary based on the rules of the game you are playing. The number of tiles drawn varies depending on the number of players and the specific variation of dominoes being played. It's important to know the rules of your specific game. For example, in a two-player game, each player typically draws 7 tiles. This allows for a balanced and competitive game. In games with more players, the number of tiles drawn per player may be reduced. This helps to ensure that there are enough tiles for everyone to play. After drawing their tiles, players arrange them in front of them, keeping their faces hidden from their opponents. This adds an element of strategy and secrecy to the game. The remaining dominoes are placed face down in a pile known as the boneyard. The boneyard is an essential part of the game, providing additional tiles when needed. The boneyard serves as a draw pile for players who are unable to make a play from their hand. This keeps the game dynamic and ensures that players always have options. Now that you know how to set up the game, let's move on to the rules of play. The basic premise of dominoes is to match tiles with the same number of pips, or dots, on the ends. The first player to play a tile must match one end of their tile to one end of a tile already on the table. If a player cannot make a legal play, they must draw a tile from the boneyard. If they are still unable to play, their turn is skipped. The game continues in this manner, with players taking turns placing tiles and drawing from the boneyard until one player runs out of tiles. Dominoes is a game of strategy and observation. As you play, pay attention to the tiles that have been played and the tiles that your opponents are drawing. This will help you anticipate their moves and plan your own strategy accordingly. Section 5. The thrill of the block, winning the round. In dominoes, the goal is to be the first player to get rid of all your tiles. However, there are times when no player can make a legal move, even after drawing from the boneyard. This situation is called a block. When a block occurs, the game ends, and the player with the fewest total pips on their remaining tiles is declared the winner of the round. The winner then scores points based on the total number of pips on their opponent's remaining tiles. The thrill of the block lies in the strategic decisions players must make as the game progresses. Do you try to empty your hand as quickly as possible, or do you hold back certain tiles in case of a block? These are the kinds of strategic considerations that make dominoes such a captivating game. Section 6. Variations on a theme draw dominoes. While the basic rules of dominoes are relatively simple, there are countless variations of the game, each with its own unique twists and turns. One popular variation is draw dominoes. In draw dominoes, players continue to draw tiles from the boneyard until they can make a play. This simple rule change adds an element of chance to the game, as players may end up with a handful of tiles that are difficult to play. Draw dominoes is a great option for players who enjoy a bit more unpredictability in their games. The constant drawing and discarding of tiles keeps the game moving at a fast pace, making for an exciting and dynamic experience. Section 7. All aboard the Mexican train, a wild ride of strategy. Another popular variation of dominoes is Mexican train dominoes. This variation introduces a central train of dominoes that all players can contribute to. Each player also has their own personal train of dominoes that only they can play on. The goal of Mexican train dominoes is to be the first player to empty your hand, just like in regular dominoes. However, the addition of the trains adds a whole new layer of strategy to the game. Players must decide whether to focus on building their own train, blocking their opponent's trains, or contributing to the central train. Mexican train dominoes is a great option for players who enjoy a more complex and strategic game. The multiple trains and varied scoring options make for a challenging and rewarding experience. Section 8. Tips and tricks. Elevate your dominoes game. Now that you're familiar with the basic rules and some popular variations of dominoes, let's move on to some tips and tricks that can help you elevate your game. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned player, these strategies can give you an edge over your opponents and make the game more enjoyable. Pay attention to the numbers. Keep track of the tiles that have been played and the tiles that your opponents are drawing. This is crucial because it allows you to make more informed decisions about your own moves. This will give you valuable information about their hands and help you anticipate their moves. By understanding what tiles are still in play, you can better strategize your next move. Control the board. Try to play tiles that will limit your opponent's options. This can force them into making less optimal moves, giving you the upper hand. For example, if you know an opponent needs a certain number to play, try to block that number from being played. This can be a game changer, especially in close matches. Maximize your points. If you're playing a variation of dominoes that involves scoring, try to play your high-value tiles when you know you can score the most points. Timing is everything in these situations. Don't be afraid to block. Sometimes, the best way to win a game of dominoes is to prevent your opponents from playing. Blocking can disrupt their strategy and give you the advantage. If you see an opportunity to block the game, don't hesitate to take it. This can be particularly effective in the late stages of the game when options are limited. Have fun. Dominoes is a game, so remember to relax and enjoy yourself. The social aspect of the game is just as important as the competition. Even if you don't win every game, you can still have a great time socializing and strategizing with friends and family. The memories you create and the fun you have are what truly make the game special. Section 9, Conclusion, Time to Play. Congratulations! You've reached the end of our Dominos 101 crash course. You've learned about the game's rich history, the basic rules of play, some popular variations, and even some tips and tricks to help you win. Now it's time to put your newfound knowledge to the test. Gather your friends and family, grab a set of dominoes, and get ready for an unforgettable gaming experience. Whether you're a seasoned pro or a complete beginner, Dominoes is a game that everyone can enjoy. So what are you waiting for? Let the games begin.